If there's any advice that I can give someone that is like foundational to getting anywhere or doing anything in life, it's take action. You might be like, well, I'm not sure I'm gonna do it right. I haven't actually like experience with this, whatever it is. You won't gain experience and you won't fully understand it, no matter how much you read about it. It's okay to make a plan, it's okay to learn a little about it before you start, but actually start. I have been guilty of this before in my life where I felt like, man, I am really reading about all this stuff and I'm learning about all of this stuff every single day. I go watch YouTube videos and I go read and I am like really doing a good job. I'm really investing in myself. And to a certain extent that's true. Like, you can really start to come to some understandings about yourself and learn about your own character and where your self-discipline is at and things like that. Making a habit of being eager to learn is a good thing. Once you take action, even if you're making a ton of mistakes, even if it's like frustrating or you're not sure what you're doing, taking action means you're getting somewhere. Taking action means you're stepping forward. You're learning from it, and the more you get experience under your belt, the more you start to be able to build and grow. And it builds confidence. You start out really insecure, like really not sure what you're doing. You feel sheepish. You feel like, what am I doing? But you get to a point of, okay, I'm starting to figure this out. Okay, I've messed up enough times, I know what not to do at least. Like, you get to a point where you start to build confidence by taking action. The more that you are doing stuff and doing stuff consistently, the more you start to build and the more you start to make opportunities for yourself. I am not in any way, shape, or form a fan of the people who are like, screw work-life balance, you know, work, hustle, hustle, go, you know, let's go. Like, it's okay to be excited about something and passionate about something and want to pour yourself into something, but we need, as human beings, times of activity and times of rest. And the times of rest are just as valid as the times of activity. Completely so. And so I'm not saying, oh, you need to be taking action at every second of every day and doing stuff. I'm saying, if you learn something new, you're interested in it, try it. If you are hearing someone say, hey, I did this thing and it really helped me, and you're like, huh, that's interesting, I wonder if that would help, do it. Don't just encounter information, enact information. Put action into it. Practice stuff. Don't just try something one single time, get frustrated or feel like a failure or feel like, oh, well, I messed up or whatever, and then just be like, well, I guess I'm never doing that again. Give it a couple of tries. Maybe it's not for you. At least you tried it. At least you don't have to have doubts or insecurities about whether or not that's true. At least you don't have to have regrets. Try it. Do it. Even if you mess up, it is better than not having tried. And it's been a thing that, again, I've been guilty of in my life where I've been too scared to try, or I've been too insecure to try, or I've felt too depressed to try. I felt way too exhausted and drained to try. And there's been times in my life where I literally just had to try even if I didn't feel like it. But if you do feel like it, if you feel excited about something the closer you get to it, if you feel more interested in it the closer you get to it, if you feel the more like you think about doing it, the more like energy starts filling up in your muscles and you're like, man, if only I could do that. Try. Go take action. You might be trying in the most floundering, splashing all over the place way that there is, but eventually you could learn to swim, but you won't if you never ever actually get in the water. Try. Go take action. I can't stress enough how important it is. You won't get confident, you won't feel capable if you don't have evidence of capability. The more you try, the more you gain experience, the more you have evidence that you can see for yourself. I can do that. I've done that before. I've gotten through that before. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but at least I have some idea of what I'm doing. You can use your own experiences to give you evidence of capability, and that builds confidence so that you can go forward and do other things. And maybe the thing you were doing has nothing to do with what you end up actually doing. Maybe you're like, man, I should learn something about cooking. And then you try it and you're like, wow, I am not a good cook. Cooking is like, holy crap, this is not working for me at all. I tried. I didn't know you could burn water, but apparently I can, like, whatever it is, and then you're like, wow, I really messed that up. At least you know you can survive messing up. So the next time when you encounter something you really are passionately gonna be into, and you're like, wow, I really want to try pottery. Man, the idea of that little spinny table and my fingers around it and the mud oozing, that's exciting to me. And you go and you try it and you're like, wow, I can actually do this. You aren't as fragile in your confidence because you've already survived trying something else. Trying and taking action gives you evidence that even when you weren't capable, that you're capable of getting through whatever the trial or whatever the, stressful thing is. So keep taking action. You hear about, oh, here's things to do to help with relationships, and you're like, those are interesting things. Do it. Try it. You're like, well, my girl doesn't really like flowers. She probably wouldn't like that. Why would I waste my time? It's fine. Whatever. It's not always the flowers. Sometimes it's the gesture. Sometimes it's the actual, I thought about you enough and I cared about you enough that I made an action. And if she doesn't like flowers, get her something else. Like, don't make excuses. It's so easy to make excuses for why not to do stuff, for why not to try. Don't bury yourself under all of that. If you are interested in something, just be interested in it. Do it. Give it a go. Oh, well, I don't have the right equipment for that. It costs a lot of money. Just try with what you've got. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. You don't have to do it to some amazing standard right off the bat. It's okay to have like a learning curve. It's okay to start from a small place, because something can build into something bigger. It can have a snowball effect. Compound interest when it's working for you financially is an amazing thing. And you can have compound interest of actions in your life that build up until the point that you are a confident and capable person doing things left and right that you never dreamt before that you could do, because you compounded your activity. Do stuff. Go take action. When you encounter something, when you learn about something, when you're excited about something, take action.